Childhood's over the moment you know you're gonna die.
Greetings, Mafia. This is one and only Top Dollar Gangster coming at you from Black Pill Underground, the only true opposition to the system. Let's talk about conservatives. There are many branches of it and different shades. You have black, white, Hispanic, Christian, Islamic, even liberal conservatives. I shit you not. But it all boils down to one thing: turning a whore into a housewife. Now, let's do a little thought experiment. Imagine an aquarium with fishes. You put it on a stove, you boil it. Now you got yourself a fish soup. But then you're thinking, you know what? I like my aquarium, so let's see if I can reverse this whole process and turn the soup back into aquarium. You can't do that. It's done. You can't make a soup out of aquarium, but you can make aquarium out of soup. And this is what conservatives don't get. You can't make a hoe go to kitchen and make you a sandwich unless you're in a sandwich, if you get my meaning. Now, when it comes to senior conservatives, they're from the generation that dropped the ball. They allowed feminism to strive by turning a blind eye, and now they're bitching about it. When it comes to young conservatives, they're only really concerned about procreation, so that their genetic pool is preserved. All that talk about nuclear family is really about that. So they view feminism as an obstacle in a way, because it makes it more difficult to produce offspring. And when it comes to national conservatives, they view feminism not only as an obstacle but as a form of treason, because their race or nation can no longer prosper because of feminism. But no matter what type of conservatism we're talking about, they all fail to realize that the problem is the system, not feminism. Feminism is just a tool. And this is why conservatism fails. They don't see the big picture. They believe that by taking out feminism and gynocentrism, things will be back to 1950s or 1960s. They'll have their nuclear family again. That ain't happening, because there was never a case in history when any society, regardless of decline, took a U-turn to its previous state. It was always transformed into something different. Maybe similar to a degree, but never quite the same. And if you want an example, look no further than Roman Empire. After the division, you had Byzantine in the east, and you had the Western Roman Empire, which is predominantly Catholic, while the eastern part was under heavy influence of Greece and therefore Orthodox Christian. And it could never go back to the times of Julius Caesar. There's just been too much change. But I digress. Now, let us imagine, let's do another thought experiment. Let us imagine that by tomorrow, both feminism and gynocentrism are gone. You'll still have a bunch of women accustomed to being pandered, put on a pedestal, and getting a slap on the wrist regardless of what they do. Those fishes are cooked. Too much damage has been done. So, with who are you gonna make this nuclear family work? Even without feminism. With who? It's gonna take at least 3 or 4 generations of women just to get things back on track again. And maybe that's not even enough. This thing goes beyond any ethnicity or race. Now, in my last video titled License to Kill, I gave you an example of a white woman running over a white man as a result of reckless driving because she was texting her daughter instead of keeping her eyes on the road. And she only got 4 days in jail as a sentence. Now, in this one, I'm going to show you even a worse example, just so you can see how bad things really are.
Stacy, I have just been handed some very disturbing allegations regarding the death of this 17-month-old boy. The mother, 21-year-old Christian Clark, has been arrested and charged with homicide. Details now emerging from Allegheny County Police indicate that the woman was having a fight with the father of this little boy. She was exchanging vicious text messages. The contents of those text messages provided in a police affidavit telling the father that she did in fact kill the boy, actually sending him video of his lifeless body. And again, this is what police are telling us, that in those text messages she held up the lifeless boy and admitted to smothering him on an air mattress. Again, these details just coming into us right now. She has been arrested. She is charged with homicide. And by the way, there was a 2-year-old girl in the room at the same time. That girl apparently is unharmed. Very disturbing allegations just coming into us. We're going to have a lot more about this on our later news this afternoon. Reporting live, Paul Martino, KDKA TV News.
There you go, conservatives. There you go. I'm not going to even comment on this. It speaks for itself. And you're telling me with a straight face that you can actually turn this woman into a proper housewife, a proper mother? This is who you're going to build your nuclear family with? Never mind she's black. Like I said, this goes beyond race. There's a whole lot of other women acting the same way. I don't give a fuck what color the bitch is. You can't go back. It's over. They're damaged goods and machine is broken beyond repair. And this is why conservatism fails. This is the black pill.